Welcome out to another day on the lake, and today I'm going to show something that I've been working on for the year of 2024 after seeing how productive this technique is in America, and obviously it's been around for a very long time in Japan as well. Bit of a craze, people are getting on it. It's a great technique. It's exhilarating when they hit it, so I won't hold you up any longer. Some of you might know what it is, some of you might guess what it is, but it is mid-strolling. So I'm out on the lake today. I've got a 1/4 ounce head on it, which is quite heavy. But these fish are sitting a bit deeper than what you would normally try and do this technique with. But I've been working at it for the year of 2024. Deep strolling, like keeping it close to the bottom as those bass are sulking on the bottom, just twitching it and working on above them to any depth of suspending fish as well. Throwing it out there, dressing it to them bait, and just twitching it just above them, and then putting it just below them, right in front of them as well. So you just play around to see how they want to eat it, whether they want it above them or right in their face, or if they, you can sort of stop for a split second and just lower it. Sometimes they'll dip down and then they'll look at it and they'll take it. But the rig I've got today is the Commander Snow Finch. So the Snow Finch is a 6'8" one-piece light fast tapered spin rod, and I've teed it up with the Durasensor 1000. I don't need a big chunky reel. It's a light outfit. It's sort of like a finesse technique. It's just when they're not quite on the bite, addressing a bait that just twitches and stays right in front of them. You've got that rolling action right above them or right in front of them, and if they're shut down a bit or they don't want to bite, sometimes this technique will get the bites for you. And when they hit it, God, do they hit it, and they take off. So you use the light rod because we are using light weights, and you want the shake of the rod just to apply that rolling action. If you use a paddle tail, you're not going to get a nice rolling action on it, so you really need a tail that's got like a split fork or like a needle tail or something like that, just to get that action rolling. So we'll get out there and we'll apply it on these bass, and I just want to show you what I've been working on for the last year. Thank you. So we've found the fish. They're just in front of me, so I'm just going to lob a cast out there. It's 1/4 ounce. They're sitting at 10 and 15 foot, so I'm going to have to give it about 10 seconds to let it sink down to them. If you've got forward facing sonar, you can line it up if you want, but if you know the fish are out there because you've sounded over them and you know what depth they are, you can sink your bait down your back transducer or your forward one and count it down, so then you know how long it takes to get down to that required depth. So, alrighty, so I was been talking too long, so now it's on the bottom. So we're just going to give it a little twitch and a slow wind. So the twitch is what's implying the action, and the slowing of the rolling of the reel is making it slowly move forward. So there's a lot of, oh, there we go, there's a fish. Oh yeah, there we go, that's a nice one. Sometimes they will take it and belt it and just run off with it. Other times, because it is such a slow moving bait, they'll grab onto it and you'll be twitching it and it'll almost feel like you're on a snag, and then you sort of lay into it a bit and then they take off. But it's good fun, this technique. I've been having lots of fun with it, especially on those tight, really tough bites. They're not eating anything, just getting that bait in front of them and just twitching it, getting it to roll. For some reason that rolling action really gets them, I don't know, so to speak, turned on. There we go, that's a nice fish. We'll net him, because I have light leader on. There we go. Oh, it's taking me plastic, the bugger. Alright. So there we go. He's pinned it right in the top of his lip. We'll go to the back camera, might get it back. So there you go, as you can see, it's in the top of the lip. He's taking me plastic. So there's been a few baits I've been trialing around with this technique this year, and one of them is the Bait Junkie Flick in the 275, I believe. And what I've had to do is, just because the bottom of that fork tail has got a little bit of a square part on it, it does affect the roll. So what I've been doing is just chopping it off as close as I can to the fork. So it's plenty of movement, but it's that rolling action again that I want. So we'll get out the front, we'll have another cast, and I'll just show you how this one works as well. So I'll chuck a cast out there. I'm probably casting about 60 to 70 foot in front of the boat. Yes, I can see them on my live sonar, but you can track these fish as well if you've got your normal boat out there and you're just using your sounder and you're just sounding around and finding them. You can go over the top of them, come back and cast towards them. Alright, so I've got that bait junkie flick out there now. I'll just show you, same type of deal. It's just little twitches. Oh, that was a fish on it. Oh, there's another one on it. So it's just twitching and slowly rolling. So the twitch gets the bait to roll, and the slowing of the reel makes it move towards you, obviously. Oh, there's another bite. They love biting it. You've got to get them to crunch it. Oh, there we go. There's one. There's one. Oh, he just climbed over the back of that one. I could just sort of feel him shake his head a little bit. That's a better fish. He's staying down. Oh. So the leader I'm using on this one is 8 pound, but I will change it from 8 pound to 10 pound. If you're playing with small fish, you can go down to 6. I've just found though, if you're using 6 on these bigger fish, if you're twitching and that thing takes off, there's a great chance it just blows you away. I've had it happen a few times now, so I've sort of just up-spec'd it to 8 pound, and then also 10 pound as well on those bigger fish when you're rolling into sort of like those 50 centimeter plus fish. Oh, here's a nice fish, that one. We'll get a net for that one. Alrighty, this is a great fish to show you guys exactly what I mean. He's only just got it. It's probably going to fall out when I pick him up, which is a little bit disappointing. But there you go. He's just got it in his lip there, just. So that there is a good size fish. I'm going to say that's closer to the 42, 43 forker mark. So you're looking at a 45 centimeter bass there. Nice and healthy, probably around about that 1.5 kilo sort of fish. And we'll get him back, eh? Because this technique, you're moving the bait so slowly, it keeps in that water column depth so much easier, and it sits there for longer. When you do a constant wind, it tends to track up a little bit, but just for some reason this shaking of it, or rolling of it I should say, it just keeps it exactly where you need it to be for longer. Alright, we'll punch out another cast. The line I'm using today is the Saltiga braid, the 12X. Put a picture on the screen as you can see now on what it is. So I'm running that in braid number 1, which is equivalent to 22 pound, but it's very thin diameter, and that's exactly what I want for this. I want something strong, but also I want something that's thin as well for this technique. If you've got your typical 8 ply or your 4 ply, you may have to down your poundage or your actual braid size a bit more, just to get what you need for what it works for you. Everyone's going to use a different type of braid, different leader and stuff like that, but this is just what I like using. I like that thin diameter and the fact that it's got a lot of strength for its thin diameter. Oh, that was a bite. Oh, there we go. Oh, he's just missed the hook. Rolling back. Just missed the hook. Little bugger. Get him back out there. So I've got about a 10 count on that 1/4 ounce. Just start shaking that rod and rolling that reel. Want to keep it in front of them as long as you can. Come in behind it and they'll just stare at it, look at it. You can see him flash on it every now and then. It just keeps them interested for a long time because it is such a slow moving back to the boat technique. It just stays in their face for so long. Been trying this technique out on a few lakes now and having great success with it, especially on those shutdown fish. Oh, there we go. He's just loaded up on the back of that. It almost felt like a snag. He's shaking his head a fair bit. Don't want to give too much hurt on him. Might be a decent fish, this one. The average fish out here again, that 40 centimetre model, I reckon. Yep. Just gonna net him. Oh, that was close to the electric motor then. There we go, it's another nice one. There you go again, straight in the top of his mouth. Beautiful. Oh, there we go. Oh, that's a better fish. Oh, that's a good fish. Oh, oh dear. Oh no, I pulled him. Far out. Oh no. Slowly. Nice fish. Oh, not another tagged fish. Now there we go. There we go. That's a nice bass now. That's beautiful. So there you go. A couple of fish there on a technique that I've been working on this year and spent a bit of time on it, playing with a few different baits. You know, just then it was just the Daiwa flick, and I've just sort of chopped the back of that tail off just to get rid of the split and that paddle on it, just so it has no action to the plastic, which allows me to get the maximum roll on this bait. There are a lot of other baits out there that you can use. Trial and error, you might find something that works better for you. I've also been using the depths sucker marker shad as well. They're extremely hard to get. I've been using the 4-inch and finding the fish are getting onto them. Even the small ones are taking that big bait as well. So if you ever find those, they work well as well. And then obviously, you know, you can go down and get something that's going to last a long time. These things have got multiple fish catching ability, and with that elasticity there, it's perfect. So next time you're out in the tackle shop, have a look at that type of stuff. and try it. Next time you're out bass fishing, just try it for something different. If you do it right, I'll guarantee you will catch fish. As you can see, I've caught a few fish there easily enough, and yeah, I'm gonna get back into it, try and get a few more, and I'm gonna head home. So thanks for watching, guys. Appreciate your time, sharing something that I've spent a lot of time on this year trying to do and master this little bit of a technique. It's lots of fun, and yeah, it gets those shutdown fish to bite a bit better. Awesome. Thanks, guys. See you next time.